Namaste, welcome to another session of Read Dnyaneshwari along with me. We're starting with the first overview of chapter 6. When Sanjay said to the king, listen to the opinion on yoga which Sri Krishna will tell Arjuna. Sri Krishna paid Arjuna a juice of eternal spirit. We happen to be there as guests at the right time. Don't know how great destiny is. When a thirsty man, while drinking water, realizes at the taste of first gulp, that it is nectar and not water. Like that had happened to you and I. We got it when there was no possibility. Then Dhritarashtra said, I am not asking you about that. Those words told Sanjay how Dhritarashtra had been preoccupied by love of his children. Understanding this, he laughed and said to himself, the old man is spoiled by temptation. Otherwise, this teaching is excellent and proper for this time. But how Dhritarashtra is going to like it? How sun will rise for a born blind? Sanjay didn't say anything as he was afraid king might get angry. But he was very glad in his mind to have the opportunity to listen to the dialogue between Sri Krishna and Arjuna. With that delight, he thought, after understanding commentary in mind, he can tell to Dhritarashtra with due respect. In the 6th chapter in Gita, this speech of Sanjay is a clever episode, like selecting nectar from ocean of milk. This chapter is the essence of Bhagavad Gita, other shore of ocean of discretion, or store of wealth of eight-faceted union or Raja Yoga, with doors wide open, which is a resting place for primal creative energy, which can't be described in words by Vedas, from where shoots of vine named Gita started growing. The 6th chapter is like that. It will be told beautifully and will be the best in literature. So listen with attention. My speech in Marathi is novel, but it shall win nectar on wager. I shall give such letters for savory reader. What Dnyaneshwar Maharaj is telling in original language, he says, माझा मराठाची बोलू कौतुके परी अमृताते पैदा जिंकेन ऐसी अक्षरे रसिके मिळविन. On the similar style, I want to say, this my translation of Dnyaneshwari in English is such, if somebody reads it, ponders on it, and thinks it and applies to daily living, he will be highly successful, he will achieve peace, solace, and get all the shortcomings in his life, will achieve whatever he wants to achieve. So we'll proceed further. The words are so delicate. In comparison, sweetness of musical notes will fall short. Their beauty will take away essence from fragrance. To taste such a savor, ears shall turn into tongues. My words will make sense organs quarrel. Usually, a word is subject of ears to hear, but tongue shall say, this is my savor. Nose shall feel, this is my fragrance. The word will become savor and fragrance. The flow of this speech is such a wonder. On seeing, eyes will be pleased too. They will say, here the mine of beauty is explored. When whole composition will be ready, the mind will run to meet it. The arms will come forward to embrace it. Like this, all our organs will be quick to embrace my words, and those words will satisfy equally all of them. Like one sun makes whole world alive by thousands of arms, meaning millions of sun's rays. The extent of these words is extraordinary. Whoever thinks and understands opinion will find They have attributes of wish-fulfilling head, wish-fulfilling beads. These worlds are dining plates with delicacies in the form of oneness with God, served on them. I have arranged such feasts for these desireless people. Now self-brilliance, which is always new, using it as a lamp. Who eats this meal? Hiding from sense organs, he gets the benefit of liberation. For this feast, audience has to let limitations of ears go. This is to be enjoyed through introversion of mind. One has to remove outer coverings of words and be one with spiritual essence inside. Then he should blissfully enjoy bliss. If you can get to such gentleness, then only my elucidation will be of use. Otherwise, this will be a telling story to deaf and dumb. But let us leave this now. I don't have to select audience, as only people with desireless mind have this right, who, for love of self-knowledge, left worldly life and heaven's pleasures. Nobody can understand this besides them. The crows can't recognize moon. Like that, people craving for pleasures will not understand this topic. The chakor bird prefers moonlight for food. Like him, this is the subject of knowers. This is unfamiliar place for ignorant. I don't need to speak more about this, but I speak because of the occasion. Saints should forgive me for this. Now I shall tell you what Sri Krishna said. It is difficult for intellect to understand, but I shall see that in the light shown by grace of my mentor, Nivrittinath, which eyes can't, you can see without eyes, when you have power of knowledge that goes beyond senses. If by luck you happen to get touchstone, then you can get gold from iron, which alchemy can't do. Like that happens when one is endowed with grace of mentor. What can't he achieve? Jnanadev says, I have that in abundance. So I shall speak, and in my speech I shall show form of Supreme Spirit which has no form. It is beyond the experience of sense organs. But I shall make you enjoy with your organs. I will stop here. I want to thank you very much for joining me for this session of reading Dnyaneshwari. This is a very important chapter, and you should not miss the next session. Thank you very much.